Hey, Queen Eva. Welcome. I didn't see you pop in a minute ago. How are you doing? I need more coffee or cocoa or something. I'll tell you what. Let me take my first break here. We've been going 3 hours. We got 12 today, so we're just getting warmed up. But let me save the game, and I'll leave the in-game music playing. It's arguably better than anything I've got. Yeah, it's all good, Arnold. I'm not trying to squash your conversation starter. Other than that, it goes in a direction we probably don't want to go. Otherwise, I'd let it be. It's a trap. So, cheers, everyone. I'll be back in about 5 minutes. I'm gonna go stretch. I'm gonna go check on the dogs. I think maybe it's lunchtime. I should grab a bite to eat. I'll be right back. Uh-oh. Whoa. Flipped. That's too bad. Forgot my hotkey is only to switch to the other screen. Anyways, trying to say, you will know when you are calm, at peace. Unfortunately, Yoda sort of green screens here, doesn't he? Yoda looks alright if I put him in front of the green background, but if I move him down here, you'll notice that Yoda is green screening. You will know. There is nothing you can do to me. I'm gonna have to bring out all the Star Wars toys this week. I'm gonna have to bring them all out. So many of them are in the attic though. I gotta dig them out. This is really cool. This is a 1978 hand puppet, and the rubber's still good. I think it's from '78. Hold on, let's see. Let's see here. Nope, this is from 70s. I guess it wouldn't be Yoda. It's 81. This was made in 81. That's some impressive. Yeah, so this is a hand puppet from 81, and the rubber is still in good shape. This is probably from 83 or 84. Does it say? Apparently I've fed him a couple coins. He's got some coins in his belly. I don't know where this one is marked. The rubber is still good. Well, that's impressive when you think about it. It's a 35-year-old rubber hand puppet. I have a Greedo mask downstairs that the rubber has not lasted on, and that thing's only 10 years old or 15 years old. Nothing wrong with the dirty mind. Go get him. What, come on, go get him. Why did the combat queue clear? Energy shield, buffs, med packs. Chemicals, components, med packs, sonic grenades, and a security tunneler. Security tunneler will help you hack computers without spikes, if I remember right. Call up the droid command functions. I only have one spike. I'm not going to be doing much of this at all, but add other droids to the droid mining protocols, cancel droid mining functions on organics. That would be useful. Reassign droid mining protocols to mine sealed doors. Check droid schematics. Judging from the droid schematic displays, it looks like Atten was right. The droids rely on thermal sensors to detect fuel deposits. You could easily blind them by raising the temperatures. Raise the temperatures in the tunnel to blind droid thermal sensors. Note, this will also prevent droids from being able to shoot each other if reprogrammed to mine each other. Do you wish to continue? Continue. Hey, welcome back. Congrats on finishing the paper. Do you feel good about it, Mike? How do you think the paper's gonna go? Fuel containment functions. Shut down fuel containment fields. We've already unlocked the emergency supply cylinder. Camera functions. Hatch to the administration level. Hold on. Hatch to the fuel depot. There's still active droids there. Unidentified holorecord camera. Work claim 1234. Playback initiated.
Everybody here?
What's up, KotOR? We're supposed to be sinking fuel siphons into the 3218 asteroid shelf right now.
Forget the siphons. You know that survivor they pulled from the freighter? One of the miners said they served with him on Malachor 5.
Malachor 5? So he's one of the survivors. Or worse, a Mandalorian. So what?
Not a survivor, idiot. He's one of the Jedi from Malachor 5.
If he's one of the Jedi, hell, we can't have him walking around here. I don't know what he'll do.
I thought all the Jedi were wiped out in the Civil War, weren't they?
Guess they missed one. But it gets better. I did some checking, and that bounty on Nar Shaddaa is still live.
You want to sell the Jedi to the exchange? KotOR, have you been chewing spice?
Look, you know how big that bounty is? That Jedi's our ticket off this rock.
KotOR, there's no way the officers will go for that. They'll lock us up for sure.
Then we'll improvise.
Someone has taken care to delete the record of this camera being placed. It is not listed on any of the work records. What happened to my force speed? Dude is off his nut on spice. Let's clear out all these droids before we go into any of the extremities of the map. Uh-oh. No, don't use... Damn. Don't use multiple ion droids. I just queued up all my ion grenades. Ion grenades. I queued them all up. That was awesome. Let's just waste them all. Alright, Mike, we'll see you in a bit. Yeah, I just started on lunch. I grabbed a chicken Caesar wrap I had in the fridge. He's good. He's good. We got a long day. I'm gonna need some juice. Oh, I used up my mining shield and I didn't equip another one, so it's no longer on my bar. Wasn't thinking of that. You know, I was gonna put on, I'll probably get it in place tomorrow. I was gonna put some Star Wars sound effects on, you know, follow and donation alerts and things like that, and I haven't yet. They're still the Mass Effect ones, my normal Mass Effect ones. But I did want to get some Star Wars ones going. Just haven't done that yet. Maybe I'll have a little talk with Entrobot about Star Wars before tomorrow. I've also got some neat Entrobot related ideas. Some of the things I want to do, if I go with the, I set up that Game Wisp or Patreon with different tiered subscriptions for the channel, I want to have some nice perks and benefits, and I had a few ideas related to Entrobot to go with that. But I'm not quite ready to share them yet. I want to flesh things out a little more. But that might happen relatively soon. I'd like to do it soon. 2 more days. Hype! Yeah, I don't have any of that set up, Weaver of Nightmares, but if and when I ever am so fortunate to be a Twitch partner, it's still likely to be a ways off. But I stream pretty much full time. I mean, 40, 50 hours a week is a lot of streaming, and I'd like to keep that up. And I'm otherwise self-employed fixing computers, but if I make more of a shift away from fixing computers towards making this channel and an entertainment job, more of a full-time thing, a sustainable full-time thing, yeah, at some point it's gonna have to start paying bills, and it is, but I have to make that a little more consistent at some point in order to maintain it in the long run. I know it's an awkward part of all this, but it's not going to be my favorite part of this. But at some point here, I'm going to ask for your help doing that. And nobody has to. I'll keep doing it, but
What are you doing down there?
I've been forced to think about it for a while now, and at some point I'm going to have to do that. I'm going to need to make this sustainable in the long run.
The containment fields in the mining tunnels are shutting down. You need to get out of there before they vent fuel to the surface of the asteroid through the tunnels.
How much time do I have?
I may be able to keep it contained until you get the turbo lift to the fuel depot, but not for much longer. I'm locking down the turbo lift to the administration section now to keep the blast from spreading. If you've got anything left to do down there, make it quick, because where you are is going to get real hot real soon.
Cocoa Puffs, so good. That used to be one of my favorites too. Nothing against it now, I just don't eat a whole lot of cereal these days. Did you get a reply from Twitch? For my first application, yes, Kim, I got my first rejection from Twitch. It's pretty much a form letter that recommends you, if you're interested in being a partner, that you reapply. Every 3 or 4 weeks is what they suggest. Every 3 or 4 weeks. It's a interesting notion, but there it is. So I will probably reapply once a month, something like that. We'll just play it by ear, see what happens. But there are some third-party services. That one called Game Wisp, for example, they actually integrate with Twitch and Twitch alerts and provide this third-party subsystem. So I know some of you are eager to do that and would support all of this even without some levels of perks. But that won't apply to everyone, and I'd like there to be some perks and benefits in addition to just feeling awesome that you're supporting the channel. If you're really going to support this channel, I want something to come back around to you additionally, and so I've been thinking about that. I've been taking some notes. And when I get a little closer to doing it, I'll ask at least some of you for feedback, what you think. Some of my ideas. Impossible! The blast cylinder appears to have been damaged by the explosion. You can't unlock it, but you might be able to blast it open with a sonic charge. Did that not work, or is my demolition not high enough to do it? What did I hit? Did I not hit the right thing? Oh, skill too low. I can't place the sonic charge that I have. Awesome. Awesome. Canadians, I have not heard that. That would be exciting if they were actually remastering this. But I have heard nothing of the sort. Has anyone else heard that? Any talks of a remaster? That little... This stinky little droid got a saving throw. Come on. How did I get 2 for 1? How did that work? Troy, what's up, Troy? Oh, I'm glad you're here. It's such a kick-ass game. Yeah, if you've never seen it or played it, you're in for a treat. You're in for a treat. Also, it, unlike a lot of Star Wars games, it goes on sale somewhat regularly, and it's on Steam now. You can get it on Steam, you can get the restored content mod on Steam. I thought yeah, switch targets here. No, and controller support, Procyon. It's not just widescreen support. They fixed a lot of the bugs. Like, there were a lot of movies that wouldn't play right on a modern system. There were a few other bugs in the game they patched, and they added Steamworks support, so you can get the restored content mod in with just a click of a button, and controller support. And I gotta say, the controller support is solid. Really feels smooth. It's not, I have a DualShock, but I'm using an Xbox controller right now. 12-hour stream, I find that my DualShock runs out of batteries in approximately 12 hours. So, I almost did. I like the DualShock feel a little better, but should have put the map on this quick screen. Where am I?
It is a pleasure to see you alive, Master, provided my receptors are not off focus. How may I be of assistance?
Things get better here. This is not HK-47, by the way. You might think that's HK-47 at a glance if you know the character, but that is not HK-47. It is an HK model. However, how do you know me? I'm not your master.
Answer. I am a survivor of the Harbinger, just as you were, Master. With the unexpected termination of my previous master, you are the only organic which I may now serve.
Who was your previous master?
The captain of the Harbinger, Master. I was in transit to Telos to facilitate communications and terminate hostilities. However, we did not arrive at our intended destination.
Tell me everything that happened between the Harbinger and now.
Irritated answer. Oh, Master, it is such a long, dull story, and not terribly relevant to our current situation.
For a droid, you don't take orders too well. Now tell me what happened.
Hesitant explanation. That has been the subject of considerable discussion since our arrival here, Master. Many have attempted to claim you and this unit as salvage. I was crudely interrogated concerning our brief history together on board the Harbinger, before its communications, weapons, and engines suffered the cascade failure that disabled the ship.
How come I don't remember any of this?
Speculation. It is possible you were incapacitated and locked in the well-shielded cargo compartment as the Harbinger was being systematically crippled, Master.
Incapacitated?
Clarification. Yes, Master. No doubt the flurry of destruction on board the Harbinger somehow drugged you into a stupor from which you could not awaken. Most curious.
Most curious indeed. Maybe you'd better explain the stupor part.
Placation. Merely a turn of phrase, Master. The implication that your state was due to the result of ingesting large quantities of Juma juice was unintentional.
You calling me a drunk?
I meant to communicate only that you were somehow rendered unconscious before you were locked securely in the cargo hold.
Locked?
Clarification. By locked, I meant sealed, Master. My vocabulator seems to be malfunctioning.
But how did I get from the Harbinger to here?
Recitation. Following the unusual set of coincidences that led to the cascade failure in the Harbinger's systems, we were boarded by a small freighter with unknown ID codes. It appeared that this freighter had been attacked, and the captain wanted to study it. This freighter appeared to be still spaceworthy. Your cargo compartment was breached, and you were taken on board the freighter shortly before the Harbinger's systems began to go critical. I, too, managed to board the freighter before the Harbinger's destruction. We were most fortunate to have survived, Master.
Any idea what had attacked the small freighter?
Evaluation. Master, I do not know. Judging from the damage, it had been attacked by a much larger vessel. And when it attempted to escape the Harbinger with you on board, it was fired on again. Addendum. It does seem odd that such a small vessel has a high probability of attracting the attention of much larger vessels. Not a welcome trait in a freighter, to be sure.
Why would they take me aboard?
Explanation? I believe it was a smuggler's vessel by the name of the Ebon Hawk. Speculation. As to its purpose, I do not know. Perhaps it was always its intention to play dead, then kidnap you off the Harbinger and rob me of my bounty.
Bounty? Did you just say bounty?
Clarification. By bounty, I refer to your life, Master. It would pain me to see you damaged in any way. That is why the arrival of this Ebon Hawk caused me considerable distress.
And the Ebon Hawk came here? Why did the Ebon Hawk come here?
Apology. My memory core cannot provide a clear answer on that point, Master. Suffice to say that once we arrived at this floating rock, our situation became much clearer.
How so?
Explanation. Despite my market value, Master, the miners were far more interested in you. It did not take long for me to ascertain the reason for this. While an HK protocol droid is a valuable piece of property, Jedi are worth much more in certain exclusive markets across the galaxy. Painful admission. I must confess to feelings of inferiority at the speculated difference between my value and the price for your capture. I was forced to remind myself it was not due to a failing of my model or function, but because you were a Jedi.
How did they find out I was a Jedi?
Surprised answer. Why, I told them, Master.
You what?
You are the exiled Jedi who served with Revan in the Mandalorian Wars, are you not? I hope all that has happened has not been the result of a miscommunication. If so, then the problem lies with the KotOR databases, which are notoriously spotty.
Unpleasantness? What are you talking about? No, how about this? That information wouldn't have been in KotOR databases, only in Jedi archives.
indignant exclamation. Master, I am only a protocol droid, but it is part of my function to know such information and relay it to any interested parties in the interests of terminating any potential hostiles.
Terminating any potential hostiles. Potential hostiles?
Quick clarification. Apparently my vocabulator has suffered some damage, Master. I meant terminating any potential hostilities.
Oh, hostilities, of course. Go on.
Answer. All that has happened has been because they believe you to be a Jedi, Master. They debated what to do with you as you lay unconscious in the medical bay. One group seemed intent on selling you as property. The other group opposed this.
And then? And then? And then? No, and then.
3 standard hours after the division between the miners became apparent, accidents began to occur throughout the facility. A result of improper maintenance, I believe. These accidents coincided with the degradation of the mining droid behavioral cores. Crude models are prone to such failures, resulting in murderous rampages. The mortality rate of organics in the facility rose quickly.
So what happened to the rest of the miners?
Many miners began to join you in the medical bay as a cascade of flawlessly timed detonations occurred in isolated gas pockets in the lower levels of the facility. The explosions herded the miners into emergency sections of the station, quickly and efficiently cutting them off from communications and facility control. But sadly enough, not the ventilation systems.
Can you hear the disappointment in his voice? He's talking about the expertly coordinated series of explosions and the disappointment that he has that it didn't affect the ventilation systems. Boy, this is some protocol droid.
You see, the explosions had damaged specific sections of this facility's ventilation systems, causing a slow, lethal buildup of toxic fumes in the dormitory level.
Are you responsible for all this?
Defensive answer. Master, I am a protocol droid, not a well-crafted assassination droid of unrivaled sophistication. To have carried out the actions that took place here would have required an unusual set of skills. It is highly unlikely I possess the knowledge of how to reprogram the memory cores of base worker-class droids into killing machines, let alone to terminate the organics at this facility, utilizing only Aerotech 500 series laser mining drills and explosives fashioned from proton missile cores.
Gee, you sure seem to know a lot about this. I think you are responsible.
Admission. I cannot and will not attempt to change your mind, Master. I would urge you to consider that your KotOR tank treatments may have caused some disorientation.
Do you know who administered sedatives to the KotOR tanks in the medical bay, killing the incapacitated miners?
Conjecture. The administration of a large dose of sedatives over a short period of time would likely prove fatal to miners, although not to a Jedi. For a Jedi, it would simply render them unconscious for ease of transport. Quite inventive.
Quite inventive. Those miners were murdered. Is that pride I hear in your voice?
Answer. I was merely commenting on the idea itself, Master, not the execution of the idea. Though that, too, was inventive. Besides, Master, those miners intended to murder you, or worse. Any complaints they would have at being murdered would be the highest form of hypocrisy. Of course, Master.
More
How
questions.
may I be of assistance?
That was all. Think about that for a second. That was all one conversation branch. What was that? 15 minutes of branching conversations with an HK protocol, possibly assassin droid, and that's all one branch off the main dialogue. Now, think about where games have gone since. Also, think about what has happened when you have a voiced main character. If you have a voiced main character and a male and a female option, let alone different races, they need different voices. By not having a voiced main character, you can have an exponentially greater number of dialogue branches without padding out the voice acting and the recording that's required. Your character picks text options, and then all the responses have to be recorded. But the responses are a lot more flexible. If you have different protagonists that are voiced, different races, different sexes, then you need separate voicing for all of this stuff. Anyways, point is, we don't get branching conversations like this anymore, in part because of the voiced protagonists that we all request anymore, or many people do. I would be fine without voiced protagonists in modern role-playing games if it meant we could have more immersive dialogue branching, like we used to have. It's a bit of a frustration, but we get it here, so it's awesome. Have you seen a T3 unit?
Hesitant answer. A T3 utility droid would be a common sight in this facility. It is indeed curious that I have not seen many since my arrival. However, I feel I must inform you that, droid prejudice aside, T3 models exhibit excessive individualism when not routinely memory wiped. This individualism can become such a nuisance that even a droid such as myself is tempted to reduce them to their base components, if not crush them into slag. But enough of my seemingly irrelevant tangent. Where did you leave the droid, Master? That would logically be the best place to look.
Unit was last seen near the hangar.
Answer. Then that would explain why such a T3 unit isn't here, Master. I believe my photoreceptors are functioning adequately enough to verify that.
You mean flipping sides? Yeah, I flipped sides.
Of course, Master. How may I be of assistance?
I'm looking for a way into the hangar bay. Now let's move on a little bit. What's that body there? Did you see the body when we first came into the room?
Answer. That is all that remains of the maintenance officer, Master. At the end, he was quite incoherent from the pain, and attempts to facilitate communications with him proved useless. I heard his dying screams as the droids he tended turned on him, mining him like a piece of asteroid rock.
Screams?
Recitation? Oh yes, Master. The record of his last moments were...
5 droids, burning through the outer door. They're forcing their way into the bay. Please, someone there! Oh no, they're through! Oh, my leg! They're burning through my leg! Oh, stop, please!
Addendum. His remaining attempts at communication are variations in decibel, Master, ranging from frenzied screams to gibbering inarticulate attempts to beg for his life. Of course, Master. How may I be of assistance?
Wasn't there another option about the body? I'm gonna dig back into the body dialogue.
Answer. That is all I heard is...
Screams. Did he say anything at the end? I guess we already heard what he said at the end. Well, let's ask anyways.
Recitation? Oh yes,
While
Master.
I put marshmallows in my
The record
cocoa.
of his last moments were...
5 droids, burning through the outer door. They're forcing their way into the bay. Please, someone there! Oh no, they're through! Oh, my leg!
My leg!
Addendum. His remaining attempts at communication are variations in decibel, Master, ranging from frenzied screams to gibbering inarticulate attempts to beg for his life.
Marshmallows and hot cocoa. Thank you again, Kim. So good. So good. Look at this bag of marshmallows. Mini marshmallows. This is a gigantic bag of mini marshmallows. Showed up on my door the other day. Is that the biggest bag of mini marshmallows you've ever seen, Lance? Surely it is. Chemicals, medpack, credits. It is, Eva, it's so strange to play with the controller, but I love it. I'm so glad they added controller support. It makes this game infinitely more comfortable for me to play. Broken droids and a workbench. So we were at a crafting bench before. I'm not sure what they called it, but basically a medical bench. This one's a little different. We can create spikes, parts, shields, swords, all sorts of things. You can eventually make your lightsaber. You can make different lightsaber components. Example, cells, emitters, lenses, different parts of lightsabers you can make here. Requires different skills to be able to do it, requires different components to be able to do it. But we'll be using crafting benches to make things at some point. Are you playing this too? Are you playing Knights of the Old Republic? Oh, Tomb Raider. Gotcha. Which one? Are you playing the 2013 one or the Rise of the Tomb Raider? Sonic imprint sensor. With the protocol droid's help, I've finished work on the sonic imprint sensors. I've installed them in the mining droids, but I'm locking up the original here to prevent the other miners from using its ability to record and playback voices to override the droid's voice print protocols. Wink wink, nudge nudge.
Greetings. It is a pleasure to see you intact, Master.
Oh, I leveled up at some point. RZD, it is on the original Xbox. The original Xbox. It's also on PC. So you can basically get, if you have an original Xbox, you can play both 1 and 2 there. Otherwise, it's PC. There is no PlayStation version of any of the Knights of the Old Republic games. I'm 99.9% sure there is no PlayStation version. There are mobile versions. You can actually get Knights of the Old Republic 1 on Android or iOS devices. So that's another option. I don't think KotOR 2, though, has made it to any of the mobile platforms. We get our first attribute point bonus. So here were our base stats. Dense, I forgot to. I was going to show you some of these before. Constitution, some of those implants we can't even use without enough Constitution or some other mod. Wisdom, Charisma, Dexterity is what I want to lean heavily on. 16, we get a +3 bonus. I'm going to put that point into Dex. We're going to end up with some gear that also gives us bonuses, so they can balance out an odd number. If you're not familiar with pen and paper and D20 games, let me drop this point so you can see. Notice how it says +2 next to Dexterity. Well, if 10 is your baseline, you don't get a +1 roll bonus for going to 11. You have to be on an even number. You would need 12 to get a +1 bonus. You would need 14 to get a +2 bonus. You would need 16 to get a +3 bonus. So if you have a stat that's at an odd number like 15, you might find an item that gives you a +1 and rounds it off. Whereas if I put this point in Dex, so that I have 16 Dex and a +3 roll bonus, if I get a +1 Dex item, it's useless to me. I would need a +2 Dex item to actually do anything functional. Nevertheless, we want Dex. Dex for evasion and Dex for eventually... is it... not one of the skills. I guess it's probably a feat. Somewhere in there, there's a feat that lets your attack rolls be based on dexterity rather than strength. Is why I'm not putting points into strength, even though I'm going to be using a lot of lightsaber. Using lightsabers primarily. Persuasion, I want to max persuasion. Security, the more security you have, the fewer spikes we'll need. There's a lot of computer hacking in this, so that's a good one. Why not? Let's go for more security. Powers, we get another power. So stun droid, remember I wanted stun droid. We want heal as soon as we can, but we don't get heal until level 6. We don't get rank 2 of speed until level 9. And I want Stun Droid and Stun to get leveled up over time. There's a lot of droids in this game. We can't get rank 2 Disabled Droid until level 6, but we can get a Humanoid Stun. And Throw Lightsaber. We're going to want Throw Lightsaber as well, once we have a lightsaber. Here's the light side, dark side bar. You don't pick light or dark. You make decisions throughout the game and move in one direction or the other. You can also encourage your party members to be more light side or dark side, and eventually, depending on your rapport with them, you can teach your companions to be Jedi. You can make your companions Jedi. Atten uses blasters. You can teach him to be a Jedi. Handmaiden uses... Well, you'll see. Handmaiden uses different pole arms and not a lightsaber, unless you train her to be a Jedi and give her a lightsaber. And that is an option. Eva, you probably said already, which one are you playing? You said Lost Adventure. Wait, do we already have what we need here?
Greeting. It is a pleasure to see you intact, Master. Greeting. It is a pleasure.
You just said that. I asked him about the hangar bay already. We just got this imprint sensor. Maybe I can't use it yet. Try to remember.
Pitying answer. Oh, that is unfortunate, Master. The hangar is sealed behind a containment field. It would be impossible to open it.
What about the override codes?
Answer. Only the Paragus administration officer would have such codes, Master. If he hasn't already been murdered in an unfortunate accident, then he is trapped in the dormitory section, which has been effectively cut off from the facility by explosives.
I crawled through the mining tunnels to get here. There's likely to be other tunnels. Is it possible to contact him with a comlink?
Apology. Unfortunately, communication with the dormitory section is severed, Master. It is perhaps for the best, especially if any other accidents have occurred in that section. If that were the case, the severed comlink would have spared us the satisfaction of hearing the miners' screams as they lived out their last moments in fear and terror.
Would have spared us the satisfaction?
Rapid retraction. Why, yes, satisfaction in knowing their fate.
No,
Master.
of course.
It would be unfortunate if they had been slaughtered, but there would be a calm, comforting certainty that there is nothing we can do to escape until a ship arrives.
There must be a way to reach them.
You could walk across the surface of the asteroid to the dormitory airlock, but such a route would be extremely hazardous, and I do not wish to see you damaged.
Hey, Romy. How you doing? Have you ever played these before, Rummy? I only want the codes those miners have, and when I have the codes, I'll dispose of them and leave this rock. Well, I bet HK would like that. No, those miners could be hurt or in danger. We need to make sure they're all right.
Warning. Master, continued exploration of this facility may place you in unnecessary danger. I encourage you to return to the medical bay and wait for retrieval from a vessel that is no doubt on the way, even as we continue this pointless conversation.
Pointless conversation. Huh, another suggestion like that and I'll turn you into scrap. I am your master, and I am giving you an order to assist me.
Weary resignation. Very well, Master, but there is very little that I can do. You see, the airlock is sealed by a code.
I don't think so, Canadians, because it's not a 360 game. I don't know that backwards compatibility was ever meant to be with original Xbox games. It's not a 360 game, it was an original Xbox game. So something tells me it's not, but I don't know. It is on PC though, and the requirements are not that steep. You get it on Steam, and it's been updated for widescreen res and controllers now, so good to go. Alright, how do I get the code to the airlock?
Correction. Oh, I already possess
Here we
the
go.
code, Master, but I am afraid that it will do you no good.
If you have the code, then give it to me.
Condescending explanation. Master, the console governing the droid maintenance area and the airlock is voice-printed musing. In the last days of his life, the maintenance officer was quite careful about voice protocols, bordering on paranoid obsession. Conjecture. I suspect once he realized something was wrong in the facility, he voice-locked the droid bay functions. A prudent measure, but in the end, he met the same fate as the rest of the organics.
But you do know the code.
Condescending explanation. Oh yes, Master. The code is Maintenance Control Voice Print ID R1B5. But unless the maintenance officer speaks the code, it is useless.
Leave condescending out of your speech conditionals from now on, or else. Then how can I bypass the voice print? Oh, let's get right to the point. You can mimic voices. Can't you speak the code?
Objection. Master, to commit such an act would be in violation of the ethics programming most droids are believed to possess. I am afraid there is nothing that can be done.
So look at our options. Believed to possess most droids. Let's just recap that. To commit such an act would be in violation of the ethics programming most droids are believed to possess. But we've picked up a sonic sensor. So we have a couple options here, persuade and sonic sensor. The fact that you can mimic voices is pretty impressive. What would it sound like if you did speak the code to the console? I like this one better. It's okay, HK. I understand if your limited functionality prevents you from mimicking the maintenance officer's voice accurately.
Irritated objection. Master, there is nothing wrong with my communications functionality. I will prove it. A recitation. Maintenance control voice print ID R1B5. There. Was that sufficient, Master?
Yes, that was excellent, thank you. I think that's all I need.
Confused query. I am sorry, Master. Were you speaking to yourself?
Ha! Rummy, you like my Bluetooth? You like my Bluetooth? Light side points gained. So we now have a recording of this dead guy speaking the code. Reverse psychology is best for HK. Damn straight. Damn straight. Come back here and put on an energy shield. A burst of speed. Who's closer? No, let's go for you. So normal attacks for the most part until I have... Oh, I forgot about the repair droid. But we need to switch over to this maintenance droid and take him out or he'll keep healing these guys up. Is that a katana? Pretty closely. We don't have a lightsaber yet. I will, but I don't have a lightsaber yet. Oh, score! Splash damage. Let's stun this guy. It's the beginning of the game, Rummy. We don't have a lightsaber yet. In fact, it takes a lot longer to get a lightsaber in the first game than it does in this one. I'm going pretty slow. I'm enjoying it. Haven't played this game in years, so I'm not trying to rush. But in short, even though we're already 4 hours into the stream in the game. It's gonna be a little while yet until we get it. Yeah, it is super old school. Super old school. Droids. Let's, not a sonic detonator. What do I have left for ion grenade? Let's throw an ion grenade. Follow it up with a stun if he's still alive and a couple attacks. 2 for 1. 2 for 1. Deadly sonic mine. I don't have any low-grade mines. I don't know if I can bash. Can I bash this door open? I don't think I can open this door. You can bash a lot of things open, but... Oh, the dialogue with the robot. It gets better, Densa. It gets better. The HK series of droids have a large part to play in this story. And they're awesome. Plus, HK-47 is in the game, too. So you don't just get HK droids like that. You get the Big Daddy HK droid. On your team, no less. Nothing in here. Guess there was nothing in here. I like a good droid with some personality. That was always one of the better elements of Star Wars, was the droid personalities. Oh, shit. What have I done? Yay for splash damage. Is it only $10 right now on Steam? You should grab it. If you have any interest in playing an old school Star Wars RPG, $10? This is easily a 50+ hour game, and then multiple replays. So worth it. So worth it. Yeah, then you get to craft your own, so you gotta work up to your lightsaber, and then you appreciate it so much more when you finally have it. Turbo lift. No, we're not leaving here yet. Let's check out the maintenance station. Also the other direction I didn't go, which had a energy field up. Found any red lightsaber crystals yet? I'll be sure to let you know, Dr. P. Enter the voice print code. Now let's check some logs first.
Finished the sonic imprint sensor prototype for the mining droids. Everyone knows they need an upgrade. The sensor should allow me to issue voice commands to them rather than manually adjusting their routine each time the mining specifications change. I've been keeping the sensor in the maintenance workshop for the time being. I wanted to test it first by recording and playing back some simple voice commands.
Kim, you're absolutely right. I got your whisper there. It's just easier for me to respond.
The droids from the Ebonhawk freighter.
Absolutely right,
Kim.
Kim.
It had shut itself down. The protocol droid, however, made up for it. It talked my ear off for most of the hour, asking questions about the facility, the personnel, and so on. Still, it wanted to make itself useful, so I put it to work until its master wakes up in the med bay. It seems to have some skills in speaking to droid behavior cores, so there's been some trouble with some of the mining droids, so I'm signing off.
Access log 25312, Jedi.
Been speaking to the protocol droid about the Jedi in med bay. I thought they'd all gone away or been killed in the Jedi Civil War. The droid told me that his master's the only Jedi he knows of in all the galaxy, and that the Jedi had served in the Mandalorian Wars almost 10 years ago. That would have meant that the Jedi served under Revan for a time. Maybe the Jedi knows what happened to Revan after the end of the Jedi Civil War.
The exchange bounty. So the exchange, you'll hear the exchange come up a lot, and there was a bounty for Jedis on the exchange. And they operate out of Nar Shaddaa. Nar Shaddaa is one of the cooler planets we'll go to.
Been too busy to enter a log for a while. There's been more and more accidents since that Jedi arrived. The miners are starting to get restless, especially KotOR. KotOR said the exchange is offering a huge bounty on Jedi Knights and that we can make a fortune if we sell the Jedi to Nar Shaddaa. Security shut down that idea pretty quick. But I don't think KotOR and his men are gonna give up that easy. I mentioned the trouble to the Jedi's protocol droid, and he seemed concerned about his master's safety. I told the droid not to worry. The KotOR wouldn't...
That one get cut off? Did it say static at the end? Probably did. I was looking down at chat. A lot of these get cut off abruptly, and that's by design. If they had just put in some sort of a static noise, it would sound more correct. Instead of just putting it in chat.
Help, I made some upgrades to the sonic imprint sensor, using some of the droid's vocabulator subroutines. In addition to its ability to store and record voices, it now has the droid's full array of alien languages, including Basic. Should prove useful as a portable translator. I tried to make sure the protocol unit got some credit for helping fashion it, but the droid refused, saying the work was reward enough. I was thinking of installing the prototype in one of the mining droids as a test, and see what happens.
Yeah, welcome, 3rd Street Saints. How are you doing? Just playing an awesome game. Getting hyped up for Star Wars this week. Big time. Big time. We'll come back to that sonic sensor log in a sec here.
The maintenance check on the droids didn't help. If anything, the accidents have increased. Security interrogated me about the droids and they weren't too happy with my answers. I don't understand it though. These aren't combat models. They shouldn't even know how to attack. I can't help but think, what if somebody staged the initial trouble with the mining droids just to get them all sent to maintenance?
What if?
And then did something to them? I think security's right. Someone's trying to sabotage this facility and they're using the droids to do it. But why?
Very perceptive you are.
When the dock officer reported the droids repairing the Ebonhawk, I installed a voice print ID on the droid console system. Someone ordered them to repair that freighter, but I can't find a trace of the order anywhere. If anyone tries that again, they won't be able to do it from this terminal unless I let them. The voice print should cut any user off from the central functions unless I give the code.
Emergency subroutines, comm system, cameras, destroy the console, and then we can use the voice print we have on the sonic sensor. We now have the code in the voice print. What are the emergency subroutines? Check for exits from fuel depot. Turbolift shut down, airlock active. Check containment field. Breach in fuel lines detected, access to hangar bay denied. Trace the source of the breach. The system is registering a blast in one of the main fuel lines. The containment field has been activated to keep the explosion isolated within the hangar bay and fuel lines. Check the other exits. Turbolift active, emergency turbolift shut down, airlock active. Turbolift to the administration level is permitted. Comm systems, run a diagnostic on the damaged systems. Oh yeah, there are a lot of mods for this game. We're running one. I've got one big mod in. It's called the Restored Content Modification. And that's the big one. That's the big one. It puts back a lot of the game that was never finished. It integrates the content that was made for but never activated in the game when it was released. The comm system circuit has been severed with the laser drill, and there is too much interference in the asteroid rock to allow you to contact any other level via comlink. Also, 3rd Street Saints, you can now get this game on Steam with widescreen support, controller support, and Steamworks mod support. So the mods are now on Steam. You don't even have to do manual installs anymore. Very cool. Containment field camera. Field's still up. There's no way to shut down the field that you can see from this terminal. Maintenance level camera. Oh, we basically saw these. When we were on T3, we saw these same cameras. Alright, sonic sensor, enter the voice print code.
Maintenance control, voice print ID, R1B5.
Now we can open the door to the airlock with the maintenance officer override. So we've got the turbo lift to the administration level. I think that's how we get back up to Atten. And then there's the airlock, is through there. But I'm actually going to backtrack for a minute here. I think it's closed off with a barrier, but yeah, I just want to double check here. Yeah, Densis, I guess it's Levine and his team are doing a System Shock 3, potentially. That was a waste of force. In order to exit the airlock, you will need the spacesuit stored in the locker. It should equip automatically when you select the outer airlock. Oh, going light side. Although you get scolded pretty badly for going either light or dark. But yeah, I'll be going light side. It's what I've traditionally done. I've never been able to play a dark side character in a Star Wars game. I've never played an Imperial character or a dark side character. I played Star Wars Galaxies for years. And I had 6 accounts. Mostly because Sony wouldn't allow you to have multiple characters on a single account. But eventually they did. At any rate, I had 6 accounts, but I never made an Imperial or a dark side character. This is really awkward spacesuit movement, don't you think? What the hell?
That's about time. I lost your signal after you left the mining tunnels. Now you're coming in clear.
Except I'm picking you up on the exterior of the facility. On the asteroid's surface. That can't be right.
Really? Maybe you should look out the window, Atten.
Huh? What are you doing out there?
Why don't you make yourself useful and shut down the venting systems before I'm burned alive? I need to reach the miners in the dormitory section. This is the only way to get there.
You're crazy, even for a Jedi. Look, you need to get out of there, quick.
What do you mean? Something wrong?
What little is left of the facility's venting systems have gone active, most likely from the explosions in the mining tunnels. They're venting Paraga's fuel deposits into space through the exterior vents, right in your path.
Can't you shut them down?
I can't. I'm locked out of the main systems here. I couldn't shut it down if I tried. The vents look like they've been purposely rerouted to vent the gases to the exterior. And only in the last few minutes. It's almost as if... Now what now? I don't believe this. There's a ship coming in, sending a docking code. I have a bad feeling about this.
This is one of the movies that used to be bugged. It wouldn't play right, but the patched version on Steam, these movies play. They're these little Bink video files. And look who we have here. Yeah, technically it's both. It's just that, That was a very slow docking sequence.
He has come.
He has come. Bum, ba, 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 bum, bum. Uh-oh, this guy's hitting hard. Oh crap, this guy's hitting hard. Let's put up a shield. Energy shield. Energy shield for speed. Stun actually landed on him. Beautiful, beautiful. Nice. Alright, we got a log. Now the fire suppression systems have gone active and I can't even make it to the dormitory section. I watched the turrets turn their carbonite freeze rays on Mabon before he even got halfway across the room. Fortunately, the range doesn't seem to go beyond the room itself, so I was able to remain safe in the corridor. But I didn't take them out from a distance. But I didn't have any ranged weapons to take them out from a distance, and I didn't have a stealth field generator to sneak across the room either. I tried unlocking the storage room door to see if there were any cold-resistant items or grenades I could use. But the door was sealed from the lockdown, and I don't know enough about security systems to open it. And I didn't have a sonic charge to blow the door open. Still, as long as the droids don't make it into this section, I should be alright, says the corpse. We'll be going that way. What's over here? Storage area. Med pack. Durasteel underlay, that's an armor mod. Basic neutronium edge, that's a weapon mod. And insulated gloves, something we could actually use. Insulated gloves. Are they not? Where do the insulated gloves show up here? Oh, hand slot. Insulated gloves. 30% damage immunity versus cold, 20% versus fire. We'll definitely wear the insulated gloves. Anything else? We can't use the reflex package for +1 reflex saves because we don't have enough constitution. We really don't have enough constitution for the retinal combat implant. We're wearing the safety harness for demolition +1, but we could have a belt with fort saves or the stealth field generator, which you need for stealth mode. Mining laser. I haven't been using these, the plasma torch, so we could actually put the heavy mining laser. What's the advanced mining laser? 2 to 16, or an advanced mining laser that's 1 to 12 with a slightly better critical threat range. Let's go with the advanced mining laser. Neural band sonic nullifiers. We're gonna switch weapons. I'll use a ranged weapon for the first time here. Make a quick save. But at least with a ranged weapon, we can take these things out from a distance. I should get a little closer. I think I don't know if there's penalties for the range to target. If you're within range, I don't know if there are penalties for varying distances in between. But oh well, shouldn't matter too much. Coming to about here. See, you know it's me because I can't shoot straight. Just in case you were unclear on that point. I haven't been able to recover any of these mines yet. My skill's not good enough. My demo skill. Skill too low. I can disarm them, disable them, but I can't recover them. Pinpoint scope, heat shielding. Sonic grenade, components. Uh-oh! Nice. Let's switch weapons. Let's put up a shield, an energy shield, and a burst of speed. Stun and attack. Come on, power attack. A-team shooting right there. So the flurry I'll be using as soon as I can reduce my penalties. Once I have a dual blade saber or a pair of weapons that are appropriate for dual wielding, that's when I'll start using flurry. Also when my defenses are a little bit improved. Wait, I don't see a repair protocol. I don't see a repair droid. Who repaired this guy? Seriously, who repaired this guy? Finish him, come on. I'm gonna have to use a med kit. Come on, come on. Or you get taken out, come on. Come on! Alright, medkit time. Single saber duelist build if you have the brass. It's not as much fun, man. The animations, I like the animations for dual wielding and for double bladed. It's not even about having the brass. You get a lot of nice dueling bonuses if you go single-handed. I've already been investing in it though. I've already got feats for 2-weapon fighting. Fully intend to go 2-weapon fighting. The holy spirit of bullshit game balance is responsible for all mysterious gains in favor of the AI. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Actually, no, don't do that. Which weapons? Power blast. Nice. Oh, repair protocol. Okay. Repair droid. Just keep shooting the floor. Yeah, just keep shooting the floor. level up. Oh, is that level 4? Do we finally get... What do we get at level 4? It's not... Is it our first heal? We might actually get our first heal. It's either 6 or it's 4. Nice, Prestige. You got both sides to make peace. You've been through Rannoch. That's awesome. Congrats, man. Right through the wall. I don't know why you're letting me shoot through the wall, but I'm not gonna argue. Impossible. And I still don't have the skills necessary, I don't think, to place this mine. Yeah, skill too low. He animates, but he won't actually place the mine. I don't have the skill for it. Also, I believe leveling up takes your health to full. So if you have a level available and you don't spend it, you can take your level up in the middle of combat and use it for a full heal. Let's test that out. It's been a while, but I think that's how it works here. Well, I am. I wouldn't have put it like that, Prestige. It's not about instead of. I just haven't put ME3 on the schedule, but it's probably going to start the first week of January. I just not quite ready to commit to the exact days yet. Level up skills. We're maxing persuasion. I don't know, persuasion and security. And we'll be a computer hacker. Smooth talker, computer hacker. Sounds about right. Hours. Level 6 for heal. We can't do heal yet. We can't do the second rank of burst of speed yet. We can't do the second rank of stun droid or stun yet. But what I can do is pick up throw lightsaber in advance. I know I don't have a lightsaber yet. Nevertheless, throw lightsaber. Now we've got it. It's ready. You can see we're starting to move towards the light side, just barely. And there you are, all healed up. So if you level up in the middle of combat, you can save that level up as for a free heal. Basically a free heal. Let's see, chems, empty container, that's peculiar. One of the nice things about KotOR 2 is it'll generally tell you if a container's empty, or once you've looted it, it'll say empty. That other one was odd. It was empty but didn't say empty. Repair kit.
Hyped, are we? Yes. Yes, very hyped.
Wow. Them's big words, Prestige. Big words. Big claims. Chemicals. Lab station. Chemicals. Breath mask. Datapad. Mess hall log. I swear they're never going to get around to fixing the ventilation systems, and if the food processors back up again, the next time the fumes start flooding the mess hall, I'll be dead rather than just nauseous. I'll keep the breath mask here just in case we have a repeat incident. We are Woo, what's up? So let's see, that's where we came in. But, wasn't this door? Come on. There's a weapon mod, an edge. Edge for a blade. And here's Korta. We've seen Korta on a lot of these holotapes. We've also heard other people talking about Korta. Got an extra mining laser. Korta was carrying a log, a battle stimulant, etc. Miner log. This holo looks like it needs to be plugged into a holo reader in order to play back its contents. Well, let's do that. Turbolift access console system active, camera records active. Open turbolift door. Access camera logs. Let's do that first. Recording 5 minutes after emergency lockdown.
Almost didn't make it out of the dormitory section before the lockdown, you Murglak. You're cutting a little close, aren't you?
Murglak.
A regrettable miscalculation on my part. I'm contacting you because I'm picking up a subspace transmission from within that level. Is that your doing?
No, they must be trying to use the old relay system to send an emergency signal. I doubt they know what's really going on.
Hey, this turbo lift's locked down.
Try the code again, and don't worry about the miners and their transmission. By the time help arrives, we'll be all the way to Nar Shaddaa.
Oh, they won't be leaving the dormitories. The explosion within the tunnel has damaged the ventilation systems, causing breaches in the core exhaust conduits.
What? That's going to kill them all!
Not all of them, but I'm sending a number of mining droids to your location right now to correct that problem.
Korta, this turbo lift's locked down. The sequence isn't working.
Keep trying it! You! Why are you doing this? Why me?
You? It was never about you. The Jedi is all that interests me. But then you had to ruin everything by revealing his identity, and then trying to harm him. And that I cannot allow.
Statement. You are a risk, Korta. You are impulsive, crude, and soon, deceased.
Recognize that voice?
Hawking query. Korta, are you dead yet? Smug statement. I believe I forgot to mention that I reversed the turbolift codes. In case you managed to get this far.
Whoops. Oh, so good. HK. Hey, Spark, did you play with the mod? I'm assuming you played with the restored content mod? Slice the door, 1 spike, enter the code manually. Wait, can I back out? Enter the first code in the sequence. Damn it. What if I just change my mind? Yeah, return to the main functions. There we go. Open the door, slice it with a spike. Failure. The door has no access port for a spike. It looks like you'll have to enter the code manually or destroy the console to try and force the door open. Destroy the console to force open the door. Gotcha. Well, it's very inexpensive on Steam. It's about $10 on Steam. Someone was saying right now it's about $10. And they updated it, so on Steam you get a widescreen patched version with controller support, bug fixes, and Steamworks integration, so you can actually install the restored content mod right off of that. Do it! Do it!
I have felt a disturbance. Our enemy is here. We must leave at once. The one
Enemy?
that fired upon the Ebon Hawk as we attempted to rescue you. And he will not let us go without blood being shed.
Yeah, controller support. Can you believe it? And it works. It works really well, Spark. It's just butter smooth. The one that fired upon the Ebon Hawk as we attempted to meet you, and he will not let us go without blood being shed. Wait, who is this enemy?
The story is a long one, and time is short. Come, we must go, and quickly.
All right, let's go, Kreia.
We need to make our way to the docking area on this level. I fear the airlock has already opened, and if so, we must be on our guard. If we cannot reach the Ebon Hawk, then we must find a way to escape on the ship that is docked here.
Kreia has joined your party. When she is in your active party, her mentor's special ability gives everyone a bonus to earned experience points. So that level up noise was for Kreia now. We have to go reunite with Atten, but we can level up Kreia. So let's see here. How do I switch party members with the controller? I know Spark, I was just saying how awesome the controller support is, and it is, but I'm still getting used to some of the controls. Oh, there we go. It shows right there. Why? Switch to Kreia. Kreia's wearing clothes, that's it. We can give her shields and mods and things, but we don't necessarily need to. What I want to do is level her up. Do we want to auto-level our companions? That is an option. I obviously want to scrutinize main characters leveling. But we could auto-level companions like Kreia. Notice how she's got high dex, high constitution, high wisdom. She's got great stats, to be honest. Nice balance. What level is she? She's level 4. Attributes. I'm tempted to auto-level her. Back out of here. What do you think about auto-leveling our companions? I'm gonna do it this rank at least. Auto-level. Auto-level her from 3 to 5. What did she end up with? She got extra wisdom. And I don't know what else. But no matter. No matter. You can also control whoever you want. You don't have to just control the main character. If we want to run around as Kreia, we can run around as Kreia. And then we can put, how do we switch party members here? Party leader. And we could set a state for Jason to be aggressive, ranged, stationary, Jedi support. Pursue foes if needed, do not switch weapons. That's the aggressive stance. You used to auto-level her too. It's just, you get a lot of companions, and it's a D20 game, so leveling up carefully takes a lot of thought. And if you don't want to scrutinize your companions, it doesn't really hurt most of the gameplay. So, anyway, I didn't give her a weapon though. We should give her a weapon. What can we give her? Do we have an extra vibroblade? Really don't yet. We can give her a plasma torch. Why not? Here, Kreia, you can use a plasma torch. Let's see, that was the hangar. It just came from there, so where was Atten? Is Atten back this way? Can you set his state to Texas? I bet the game can't do that. Yeah, we want to get back to... He's over by the... This is the right way. He's over by the comm blister. Original Xbox and PC only. It's not even Xbox 360. It's PC and Xbox One. The original I didn't say that right. The original Xbox. Yeah, you don't need much of a PC to run it, though. Definitely not.
What in space is going on?
Kath, I did not
Who's
see
this?
that.
Another Jedi? What, did you guys suddenly start breeding when I wasn't looking?
Shut up and stay out of my way. Atten, there's no time to explain. Grab a weapon, follow me.
Alright. I'm guessing that Republic ship that just docked isn't carrying friends of yours.
I hope your talent for understatement is offset by your skill with a blaster. If not, then I fear our time together will be short indeed.
Yeah, and I'm also good at running and drinking, Your Majesty. And even if you two aren't big friends of the Republic, that warship's the only way off this station.
Atten has joined your party. As long as he isn't the last party member standing, he can't be knocked out. And his saving throws improve the more he's wounded. You know, this is my, I think, 4th time playing the game. It's been a few years, but I never knew that. I don't think I ever read that or realized that. Atten can't be knocked out unless he's the last party member standing. And his saving throws improve the more he's wounded? I never knew that.
Clear run to the ship.
Threat. Master, perhaps I did not enunciate clearly the last time we spoke. I suggested that you should shut down, stay put, and wait for rescue.
That's what I was thinking of at first, Prestige. The Imaginarium. But those are different films, not just different names, right? Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium, that's something else. No, you were clear. I just don't listen to assassin droids.
Clarification. Assassin droid is such a crude term, Master, reserved for Durasteel drones uploaded with only the most archaic kill programs. The function I perform has been referred to as wanton slaughter. I prefer to see it as a means of facilitating communication, resulting in the termination of hostilities.
Are you the one who killed all the miners in the medical bay? I don't want to fight you, but I will if you leave me no other choice. I'm tired of listening to you. Prepare to be scrapped. Now, let's ask him a little more. Are you the one who killed all the miners in the medical bay?
Indignant answer. Master, the miners intended to place you in jeopardy. I could not allow that to take place, so I was forced to negotiate a termination of hostilities. After reprogramming the mining droids to mine any organics they perceived, they began to kill the miners one by one. Then a series of flawlessly timed explosions drove the miners into their dormitories, where I was able to gas them all at once without wasting time hunting them through the mining tunnels. I then administered a large dose of sedatives to the remaining miners in the med bay, enough to kill them, but ensure you slept peacefully. Of course, against my calculations, you awakened from your tank prematurely. I am ashamed by the inconvenience that caused for both of us.
And so you ordered the mining droids to kill me?
Answer? You misunderstand me, Master. Those droids were there to guard you. As I said, I did not anticipate you awakening from the tank. You are quite a hardy specimen for a Jedi. A Ronto among humans, if you will indulge me the metaphor. Besides, as
a
you
Ronto
proved,
among
Master,
humans.
such droids could never pose a threat to a Jedi. The droids were custodial in nature, cleaning the facility of other distractions.
I spent many hours leveling characters on Rontos in Star Wars Galaxies. I don't know if Ronto means much to any of you. If you haven't played Galaxies, don't think that's where Rontos were first. I don't think they made their first appearance in Galaxies. I don't remember if there was any reference to Rontos in the novels for the original Star Wars. Can't remember, but I think there are Rontos on Tatooine. Are there Rontos on Dantooine? Anyways, Rontos, Star Wars Galaxies. The question came up earlier about the Old Republic game. I was AFK at the time. I remember reading it. I don't remember who asked the question. But yeah, I have played the Old Republic when it was a bit newer, right before it went free to play. I picked up the deluxe edition and I leveled a character to 50. Stopped playing. We played a day of it. My first attempt to make a multiplayer day on this stream. We played some Old Republic. made some new characters. I'd like to go back to that again sometime. I mean, I'm not super excited by the game. What I really wanted was Knights of the Old Republic 3. So I'm a little bit bitter about the fact that a somewhat generic MMO was created instead of a unique single-player role-playing game. But I hear it's improved. I hear the new expansion is good. I think we'll go back to it sometime. Why did you want to capture me?
Answer. It is beyond the scope of my programming to probe the motivations of my clients, Master. Suffice to say that I am being well compensated for my services. You have been a difficult target to find. You have been wandering the galaxy since the end of the Mandalorian Wars, leaving little record of your passage. It is as if you did not wish to be found by hunters such as myself, or more likely, the Jedi Order.
You found me. Obviously, I didn't do a good job.
Admission. It was a matter of chance, Master. I happened to be serving as a protocol droid on the Harbinger when you booked passage. After that, it was a simple matter to sabotage the Harbinger and call for a retrieval. Irritated statement. However, when the Ebon Hawk appeared and salvaged us from the wreckage, I was forced into a series of rapid recalculations, culminating in our current situation.
Who is this client of yours?
Chiding answer. My programming renders me incapable of revealing the identity of my client, Master. However, I am free to say that my client is wealthy and very interested in possessing the last of the Jedi.
So, how did you find me?
Admission. It was a matter of chance, Master. I happened to be serving as a protocol droid on the Harbinger when you booked passage. After that, it was a simple matter to sabotage the Harbinger and call for a retrieval. Irritated statement. However, when the Ebon Hawk appeared and salvaged us from the wreckage, I was forced into a series of rapid recalculations, culminating in our current situation.
There is a mini game you can still play real quick, Prestige and Densa. You don't have to do the multiplayer. First of all, if you have some of the DLC content for ME3, your readiness level will be fine. You'll have plenty. You'll get your full choice of mediocre endings. Anyways, if you really want to get your readiness level all the way up, or if you're going for trophies and you need to get your readiness level all the way up, you don't have to play the multiplayer to do that. That's one way. There is an active website you can still use. BioWare EA has a website up where you can, I don't remember what it is. Are you sending probes? Are you assigning ships? Something, and you can get your readiness level up all across the galaxy that way. So if you're willing to, and I think there's a mobile version and a web-based version. Either way, I'm not trying to turn you off from the multiplayer. I'd like to try it sometime. I never have, but you can get your readiness up to max without doing multiplayer by using the minigame or the website. Well, they sort of have Prestige. Like I said, you don't have to touch that. You don't have to use the mobile or the website. You don't have to do the multiplayer. Your readiness won't max out, but you'll have all the same options. You're not going to be limited in your choices by not maxing your readiness level. Along with the DLC came plenty of extra war assets, so it shouldn't be an issue. All right, HK, what are you going to do now? Are you going to kill me?
Answer. No, Master. Killing you was never the intention. If you resist my attempts to return you to your KotOR tank, however, I may inadvertently fracture your skeleton in several places to incapacitate you.
Enough of this. You won't take me without a fight.
Resignation. Very well, Master. If inflicting pain is the only means to resolve this matter, then you leave me no choice.
Right. Atten is ready to be leveled up. Let's level up Atten first. I'm going to auto-level him. If you look at his stats, he's got Dexterity, Constitution. Overall, pretty low stats, but he's about to get 2 levels. Now he's got a lot of dexterity. What is he using? Does he have any weapons equipped? He has a mining laser. Why don't we give him a heavy mining laser? Cardio regulator, fortitude saves, sure. Take it. What else can we give him? I have a bunch of energy shields. Let's make sure he's got one. Could also give him some more reflex saves. I can't wear it anyways. And Kreia, did we want to give Kreia anything else? Just in case, let's give her an energy shield as well. Now, I know I can use this quick bar to switch my party leader. Is there any other way to switch between party members? Maybe that's just it. All right. Let's throw out an ion grenade. Is that really it, though? Is there no... that's it, party leader? The closest thing to an awkward control that I've found so far. So I could have her throw out another grenade of some sort, but I only had one ion grenade left. Sonic detonator, a sonic grenade. I got 12 of them. Why not? Let's have her throw out a sonic grenade. And Atten can... oh hell, we'll throw out another grenade. Throw out another sonic grenade. Everyone's gonna throw out grenades.
Yes.
Say the word.
Hell yeah! That's what's up. That's what's up. Stun droid, critical strike. Go, team, go! Fuck him up, Kreia. Did you hear him call out his self-destruct? Apparently Kreia didn't. Yeah, those energy shields, very common. So look at what we picked up. We just picked up an HK vocabulator. An important piece of an HK droid. Wonder what we'll be doing with that. Alright, and a droid self-sustaining unit. I think that's an auto-repair function, like a regen stat for a droid.
I hear you.
Does Kreia have any good force powers yet? Energy resistance and burst of speed. We don't have any Jedi heals yet.
I hear you.
The store's still shut down.
Emergency lockdown is in effect. Turbolifts have been sealed.
Now, if I use a burst of speed so I can run really fast, notice how my companions will run just as fast. It's not as if the burst of speed technically applies to your companions. I guess it's just dramatic license, game mechanics. Either dual wield or double bladed. I like double bladed myself, Spark. But, you know, maybe we could do dual wield. I've already started investing in the points. Take a look here. Where am I going? Skills, powers, feats. How do I change? X, filter. No, seriously, how do I change between pages here? I guess that's it. Skills, I've got... those are powers. I've got burst of speed, stun and stun droid, and throw lightsaber. Feats, I've already invested in 2-weapon fighting, even though I don't have a second weapon yet, and I've started to plan for that. Dual wield is your favorite? Linma, how you doing? Yeah, Benny Hill soundtrack would be perfect. Somebody taking off? Denser, are you taking off? Oh, Prestige is taking off. Reading backwards. Cheers, man. You too? You are taking off, Densa. All right. Jay, cheers. Densa. Prestige. Denza, maybe we'll see you tomorrow.
Something is wrong. I sense no one on board.
You sense no one on board? Sense any assassin droids creeping up behind us like last time?
Everyone here has been slain, yet there are
Coffee.
few signs of battle. No carbon scoring, no blaster fire. This place has been hit by assassins of a different sort.
Then what are we doing on this ship? We were better off in the facility. You two are supposed to be Jedi? You two are the worst Jedi I've ever met.
Shush! Maybe you'd like it back in your cell, Your Highness.
Maybe I would. At least I was safe there.
We cannot go back into the facility. If the assassin machine was correct, then we cannot reach the hangar. Be silent. I need some time to think.
We can bypass the force field to the hangar by getting to the engine room on this ship, then exiting through the fuel pipe.
Look, I don't mean to cast another shadow on this, but even if you could reach the ship you came in on, it wouldn't matter. You'll need the orbital drift charts to clear the Paragus asteroid field, unless you want to have the shortest flight out of Paragus ever recorded.
Well, if you've got an idea instead of another complaint, let's hear it.
The two of you, be silent.
She's pissed. He started it! Wait, how did the Harbinger get the orbital drift charts it would need to dock here?
Well, of course they have the asteroid drift charts in their navicomputer. They'd have to.
Let's get their codes then. Then we can worry about reaching the Ebon Hawk. How about this? Let's focus on the problem we can solve, getting the codes. Otherwise, getting to the hangar means nothing.
Well, we'd have to get to the bridge. I mean, well, that's the biggest problem I can see.
That is a sound plan for the moment. Let us go.
Spark, your brother did a full blaster, no force powers playthrough of this? That sounds pretty badass. Now that you have a party, certain actions and dialogue responses will increase or decrease your influence with your companions. Depending on their personalities, some respect cruelty, while others may respect nobility, loyalty, cleverness, brute force, and so on. The higher your influence with a companion, the more your alignment affects theirs. An extreme high and low influence with a companion can open up additional dialogue choices. There are benefits to both, so treat them as you will.
Our enemies gather while we wait here.
Get some of these options. Forgive me, Kreia. I was distracted for a moment. I'll be more mindful of the present. Watch that tone, old woman. I will not be lectured by you. Atton's plan was a good one. Let's head to the bridge and get the drift charts. I'm still debating about whether we should just leave Atton here or not. Feel free to stay behind, Atton. We could use someone to soak up some blaster shots from any more assassin droids. Wow, you can be mean to Atton. Kreia won't necessarily appreciate or even respect the classic Jedi disciple role. So keep an eye out for that. Kreia is one of the most dynamic and interesting characters in the Star Wars universe, as you will find out throughout the game. Forgive me, Kreia. I was distracted for a moment. I'll be more mindful of the present.
Very well.
Influence gain, Kreia. Okay, well, simple one-liner. Often enough, though, she'll have a lot more to say about what you might think is a standard Jedi approach. She has, in fact, a great deal to say about traditional Jedi training and traditional Jedi roles more and more as the game goes on. Oh, your brother mentioned that Kreia was his MVP for once, needed constant heals from her since he had to rely on med packs. So was he allowed to... You could use her force heals? Or was it just his main character that he wasn't allowed to use powers on? How did that work? Battle armor. So, I can put on the battle armor, but it'll restrict my force powers. So I don't want to wear the battle armor. On the other hand, Atton can wear the battle armor. Now he has his own rib jacket. His rib jacket has a defense bonus of 4 and a +2 to saving throws. Okay, he can't wear it yet. It's heavy armor. I think he can only wear medium at this point, but we could give him the feat to wear heavy armor, and then he could wear this defense bonus 8. If you know D20 games, then you probably know what the max dex bonus is for armor. If you're not familiar with D20 games, it can be a little hard to understand at first, but your dexterity bonus will give you armor bonuses. However, the armor that you wear tends to have restrictions on how much of a bonus you can get from your dexterity. So light armor would have a high dex bonus. Your light armor might only have a defense rating of 5, but if it has a dex bonus of +5 and you have enough dexterity, you can actually get 10 armor out of that light armor. On the other hand, a heavy armor with an 8 defense bonus and a +1 dex bonus, if your dexterity is 16 and you have a +3 dex bonus, only 1 is going to apply when you're wearing that armor. Your dex bonus will be restricted by that heavy armor. So in that case, battle armor +1 dex bonus. Even if I were going to wear armor, I wouldn't want anything like that because I have a dex build. So, there you are.
Yes.
He could use companions as he liked, but he played a smuggler trooper type main. That makes sense. That makes sense. Before we go that way, I'm gonna check these other doors here. Getting used to the controller support still. One part, repair parts. Reroute the navicomputer, slice the navicomputer. Download the orbital drift charts for the Paragus asteroid field. Check the Harbinger logs. Let's check the logs first.
We have taken on passengers to Telos.
Sir, we've just received an emergency broadcast. A freighter under attack by Sith forces.
Can you get an ID on the ship?
Yes, sir. We have its ID signature. It's not in our databanks, but its profile suggests some low-stock freighter. Says it's being hit hard by a Sith warship. Sir?
I'll need to confirm with command before we move to intercept.
Access log, Sith warship.
Report.
The Sith warship is empty, sir. We attached an umbilical and sent 3 strike teams through it, and there's no sign of a crew or its commander.
There's no one on board? What about the escape pods?
They're still in their berths, sir. This place, it's empty. It's like a ghost ship.
Then who was firing at the freighter?
We don't know, sir. The freighter's empty, too. We did a clean sweep and nothing except a lone T3 unit, badly damaged. Did you still want tractor beams to the Harbinger?
Search the freighter and the warship one more time. If they're clean, then we'll tractor the freighter over.
Yes, sir.
No idea why the Admiral thought that freighter worth all the effort, but we'll find out.
Access log, survivors.
Everyone on the Ebon Hawk was dead, sir. We're starting autopsies within the hour.
What about that Sith corpse we retrieved from the warship?
We haven't had a chance to fully examine it, sir. He looks human, but he's fractured in several places.
Then keep me posted. Something's wrong here, and I want to know where all those Sith on the warship went.
I don't know how well the touch controls work. I did pick up the mobile copy, but I think I only played a few minutes of it, so I can't give a fair assessment of how well it works on mobile. You'll have to let us know, Third Street Saints, if it plays well.
We're still experiencing a problem with the communications array, and now maintenance is telling me there's a cascade failure in the weapons.
Sir, I just picked up an unusual sound from MedLab.
I have come for the Jedi.
What the hell was that?
Sir, I don't know. Communications just got cut.
Send a security team to MedLab, now!
Download the orbital drift charts. Asteroid orbital drift charts downloaded. Powered battle armor. And Atten, is that also heavy armor? Yeah, I guess that's also heavy armor.
I hear you.
Oh, Sith assassins incoming. You see the little disruption behind Kreia too? There's one back here, which I can't. Oh yeah, I can target him. Stun. Flurry. I'm gonna leave my companions to auto attack for now.
I will silence this one.
Door has been magnetically sealed. Cannot be opened. Movement's a bit of a pain on the mobile version. I could see that. I could imagine that being the case. Security Zerka utility belt. A Mandalorian melee shield. Disruptor pistol repair kit. Let's switch out Atton's weapon here, I think. Disruptor pistol does an unstoppable 1 to 6 damage, has a nice critical threat range. It's also balanced. So actually, you know what we're gonna do? Let's give, this is a two-handed gun, the heavy mining laser. Let's give him the standard mining laser and the disruptor pistol. So he's now dual wielding, but the disruptor pistol was balanced, so it has less of a penalty in the offhand. If you're a Sith, it's important you voice your evil intentions clearly into the nearest secret listening device. Isn't that how it goes? Good job, team. When there are lootable remains, they will sometimes show up on a bit of a delay. You'll take something out and it won't appear lootable, but about 2 or 3 seconds later, the corpse will appear lootable. So keep an eye out for that. Zayson Shah Initiate Armor. Now there are some armor that does not restrict your force powers. I think that might be one. Might be one. Let's take a look here. Zayson Shah Initiate Armor. Defense 4, max dex bonus 4, fortitude save bonus. Does not restrict use of force powers. So that's my first. Actually, it looks okay on a male character. I think this looks a little better on a female character. We talked briefly about how the art in this game, art styles are good, but for some reason the outfits and a lot of the headgear, they're awful. Awful looking. On the other hand, we look a bit like a superhero. You know, I'm not trying to be overly gender focused here, but don't you think this would look better on a female character? We are the Purple Wonder, and I love purple, but we are now the Purple Wonder. Purple Wonder Jedi for the win. All the escape pods have been locked. They cannot be used.
What is it? This is not the time for questions.
It's time for answers. Who's pursuing us and why?
They are assassins, and they are responsible for the attack on the Ebon Hawk and the Harbinger. I did not expect them to find us so quickly. We must escape this facility. If we remain here, then we will die.
Very well. Let's keep moving. Mustaches are... I almost said mustaches are weird. Mustaches are cool. Yeah, where did that come from? Wrong chat. These cats are weird. Out of nowhere, cats are weird. It looks fabulous, Jay. It looks fabulous. Let's backtrack here. Some of the ARC clone troopers wear half skirts like that. Wait. Shh. Wait, did I? Oh, this is where we came in from. At least the loading times are good. And that was that way. Okay, hold on. Now I'm confused. There was another path. There was another path. Where was it? There was one way I didn't go when we came in here. Oh well. Let's do it. Cut him down. How do you miss at point blank range? Back before you get to the Iridonian. The Ithorian? You mean the Ithorian? Or am I spacing something? Crew quarters. Harbinger, crew quarters. Medpack, electrical capacitance shield. Hold on, I may have something I can wear here. Let me see. 75% immunity versus electrical versus what I'm wearing, which has a demo skill boost. Or the utility belt. Demo 2, repair 2, security 2, treat injury 3. Oh, hell yeah. Zerka utility belt. That's what I want. The Ithorian. What? Yes, no. I see what you're getting at. Ithorian was Mass Effect 1. Assuming you mean KotOR 1. But the Ithorian... We're both thinking of the Ithorian in the cell, right? I don't even remember now which one that is. But it definitely wasn't Mass Effect. Pretty sure. Pretty sure we're not talking about Mass Effect. Reddits. More credits, more credits, more credits. Crap, that's where we came in. I wish I was better with maps and navigation.
Are you all right?
These were my quarters. I just need a second. This was my room.
This was your room? When?
There you go, Celador, the Thorian and the Ithorian. Too many space races. When I was on board the Harbinger, before I lost consciousness and woke up on Paragus.
We do not have much time. Whatever you intend to do, do it quickly.
For the gear in here, check it out. We get a couple custom items. Jason Taban's armband, Jason Taban datapad, and a weapon mod. Jason Taban, you are hereby requested to report to the Harbinger Medical Bay for routine examination. The routine is automated. Simply insert this datapad into the medical computer to receive your injections. What could possibly go wrong? Hey, Doc, what's up? Lumia beat me to it. What's up, Doc? Howdy, howdy. How are you today? Hello. So here is, the insulated gloves. Most of what we put in these left arm and right arm slots is going to be disposable items like shields, energy shields. But the armband is a permanent +1 to Constitution. Now I think my stats are all balanced. I have 10 Constitution, or maybe it was 12. Either way, +1 is not going to help me unless I have an odd stat. So for now, I won't even put on the armband. But, the band belonging to the Jedi, Jacin Taban, who was exiled from the Jedi Order following the Mandalorian Wars. That's us. Huh. Are you alright, she asks, with pure white, rolled back eyeballs. Are you alright, my young one? Sweet, are you serious, Doc? If you get through today and tomorrow, you're off for the rest of the year? I guess that's a few weeks, but that kicks ass. That still kicks ass. Skill too low. Skill too low. I don't think I have the skill to place the... Well, can we bash this door? Might be able to bash this door open. Let's give it a few more hits. If it starts taking damage... Yeah, you see how I bashed? It took 3 hits, but finally a little bit of damage to the door. It's gonna stay on it. We'll get this door bashed open. Trollus Bolus, how you doing? When I recently tried Star Wars, it was freezing after some time. Which one? Which Star Wars game? Also, hi. In the first Knights of the Old Republic, you basically bash everything. You bash locked doors, you bash locked containers, there's no consequences. So you don't really need any security skill in the first game. But because bashing locked containers will break things inside in Sith Lords, you really do need some security skill for this one. That's not a real container. Sith Assassin. He's not hot yet, but... So I can't actually attack this guy. I can target him, Sith Assassin, but I can't engage combat yet. We have to wait for them to... We have to wait until now.
Let us
He missed the door, oh my. Yeah, it is. It's like a half skirt and some tights. I'm forced to agree. I think I've gone through a large chunk of the game wearing this before, too. Republic Soldier, credits. And a level. So I could save this level and then level up in the middle of combat for a free heal. However, we're about to get level 6, which is our first actual heal. We're gonna get a force heal now. So it's time to level up. Skills, we're keeping Persuasion maxed. And I don't know, I've just kind of got it in my mind that I want to keep security maxed, or close to max this time, so I can just hack anything. Have an easier time opening things and hacking in general. Computer use is the one that actually reduces the number of computer spikes you need, but security makes it easy to unlock things. So I guess I was wrong when I said hacking. Hacking locks, not hacking doors. But a lot more loot if you can open things up easily. Feats, we got an extra feat, and we were granted a couple feats. Force immunity, stun, we can no longer be stunned. Unarmed specialist too. And we've got 2 cool things opened up here under feats. We've got improved 2-weapon fighting. I'll probably take that right now. Improved empathy is a nice bonus to skills that I'm using. Where is the... Man, hold on. Where's the feat I'm thinking about? Oh, crap. I haven't been scrolling down. No wonder. All right, let's go down to the bottom here. I'm looking for a particular feat. I'll point it out when I see it. Stealth run. They can now move swiftly in stealth. That would be great for a stealth character. Regenerate vitality points. Increased healing rate. I probably would have gone for that already if I had remembered it. Mobility. Character moves 10% faster than normal. Those are both worth taking. This is what I wanted for lightsaber, though. Finesse lightsaber. Finesse is a pen and paper D20 skill you'll find in a lot of D20 games that replaces your to-hit bonus, which would normally for melee come from strength. First you have a to-hit bonus, are you going to hit something, and then there's damage modifiers. But that to-hit is important. If you don't hit anything, it doesn't matter what damage you could do. You have to hit things first. Normally your strength has a lot more to do with hitting things with a melee weapon. But if you take a finesse skill, it becomes your dex mod, or whichever is higher, as it says if you're reading this. Separate finesse for melee weapons, which we're using now, and lightsabers, which we'll be using soon. So even though the finesse for melee would help me right now, I'm going to skip it. I want finesse for lightsabers. It's going to pay off later, long term. Dual strike. That's another nice bonus. If more than one party member are attacking the same target, you get a bonus to hit. Regenerate force points faster. Man, I can't believe I didn't scroll down before. S7, did you really finish all the Witcher contracts? Like, they're all done? Holy shit. Congrats, man. That's sick. How are you sure that it's all of them? Are you sure you've got them all? So anyways, going back to the top, I can't believe I didn't scroll down before. The conditioning that I picked up are empathy. I would have skipped if I had not forgotten where all those others were. Two-weapon fighting, we want to prepare for that. Lightsaber finesse, we want to prepare for that. But there's also those regens that look... I want force points and vitality regen, to be honest. I'm gonna go with the two weapons for now. We'll get the finesse by the time we have a lightsaber. We'll get the finesse. But for now... I'm on the wrong box. So this takes our penalty for the offhand down. Our total penalties are now -2 for the primary hand and -4 for the offhand. As soon as we start dual wielding, it won't penalize us too badly. Force powers, we finally get heal. We finally get heal. Hey Crash, how's it going? All the races done, all the contracts done. You got power overwhelming with all signs. Geralt the professional. Nice. I did not get that. Sounds like you're finally you're starting to smoke things. Quite literally kicking ass. I like it. I like it. Psycho Jack, what's up? No Star Wars, Jay. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Oh, I've been waiting for this. Is that true? Can I...
What is it? Why are we stopping?
Oh, that's not what I thought. I thought I was able to switch party members while paused using the bumpers and not having to go to the quick menu. Medical bay. Hat tip to rub me for the strong attack, whirl and Ren. So you're mixing it up. You're doing whirl and some strong attacks. Oh man, they're making you wait till Monday, Crash. What? Why? Why are they making you wait till Monday? Are they taking you out to see it for your birthday? I guess that would make sense. Jason Taban's Kolto tank. This Kolto tank appears to be active. Do you wish to heal yourself? No, we're good. Are you seeing it on Thursday? I'm not seeing it till Friday morning. Jack, are you going to one of the early shows on Thursday? Insert datapad. Check treatment request. Jason Taban. Jason Taban treatment request. Sedatives administered during routine examination 3.5 days ago. Emergency override enacted. Dosage exceeds safety protocols. During your last medical exam, you were administered a delayed sedative that would kill a normal human being. That must be what rendered you unconscious when the Harbinger was taken out. Identify KotOR tank. Saw that already. Trollus Polus, are you talking about where in your location? It's definitely coming out on Thursday in a lot of places. Not even midnight. I mean, there are like 6 and 7 p.m. showings on Thursday here in Colorado, and I assume in a lot of places. Crash, they all want to see it with you on your birthday, and the only day everyone's off from work. You'll live. You'll live. You're going to have an insane weekend of sweating it out, though, aren't you? Check medical logs. Access logs. Sith wreckage report.
Something's wrong. Ever since we picked up that Sith firefight in the region, crewmen haven't been reporting for their shifts, and I can't reach people on the comm. The strange thing is, I keep feeling like someone's watching us here in the ship, but I can't see anyone. I don't like this.
Sith survivor.
Checking the survivor from the Sith vessel. I'm not sure whether he's alive or dead, or what's even keeping him together. His flesh is cracked and scarred, and I'm registering several thousand fractures in his skeleton, as if each bone was splintered repeatedly over time, then put back together. Judging from the scar tissue, I believe these wounds took place before his death. If so, he must have been in constant pain. I have no idea what's been keeping him together.
Sheer will of the dark side of the Force. Yeah, we caught a glimpse of him. The Sith she's talking about, with thousands of fractures, every bone in his body repeatedly broken. What is holding him together? He must be in a tremendous amount of pain. Skin cracked and scarred.
This is the medical officer. The soldiers sent to the medical bay have just died. I don't know where the subject went. I think he's gone to find more of the crew. With him are Sith. They just appeared right out of thin air, like they were wearing stealth generators, but I think they were always on board. When we stopped to pick up that freighter, they must have come on board the Harbinger. I have no idea how many are on the ship. There could be only a few, or as many as 100. And with communications cut off, we can't call for help. I think that thing in the tank was a Sith Lord, alive the whole time, waiting for something to wake him up.
Very astute. Check the camera recordings. Screwed! Sith Lord, on the loose! Attempt to get chemicals from the medical computer dispenser. Chemicals dispensed. That guy looks sort of sick. He's an awesome character. And very, very twisted. This KotOR tank was shattered from the inside. Fragments litter the floor around it. Hey, Davination, how you doing? Damaged medical droid. You might be able to activate its medical circuits and have it accompany you to treat your wounds, if we're willing to use 4 repair parts. Sure, why not? The droid is now active and its medical circuits have been engaged. It will follow you and attempt to heal you if you get injured. So Davination, what have you been up to? How's the tooth doing, man? Did you get anything, done with the tooth yet? Blaster carbine and a lab station. Mandalorian melee shield. The blast door is magnetically sealed, cannot be opened. Ah, yeah. Speaking of GTA, that is one of the candidates for the New Year's 24-hour stream. Okay, why didn't we get a pause for combat there? I don't know.
More where that came from. came from.
Kreia and Atten leveled up. GTA at the moment is beating out Saints. On the other hand, Rummy, we have until Christmas. We're gonna be running that poll till Christmas. You know what I think it was? I was playing Metal Gear. Obviously on Sunday I was playing Metal Gear Solid. That's when a lot of the votes came in for GTA. If you think about it, it's an interesting crossover. Not that Metal Gear and GTA go hand in hand, but the idea that a lot of people who came in to watch Metal Gear Solid might lean towards being fans of Grand Theft Auto more than Saints Row, or at least be more familiar with it. I was thinking about it on Sunday too. Why was there a sudden surge in the GTA votes when they had been neck and neck the whole time? I think it has something to do with the extra people who came in because of Metal Gear Solid, but it's just a guess. Anyways, it's only 6 votes behind. Witcher's been creeping up too. You need to play a game that helps lean towards Saints. Well, I don't know that it'll make all the difference in the world, but on Christmas Eve, we're gonna do Saints Row. We're gonna be doing the How the Saints Saved Christmas. It's about a 2 or a 3 hour DLC pack. Maybe people will enjoy that so much that there'll be a sudden surge in votes for Saints Row. We could have a last minute turnaround. You never know. Turbo lift, and what's over here? That's true, the missions do become pretty repetitive. I can't argue with that, but the characters are great, and the overall world is great, and the combat's great, the dialogue's great, and the costumes are incredible. It's just a whole lot of fun. Some of the missions do get pretty repetitive. But that happens in a lot of games. So, auto level. Let's auto level Atten. But I am going to manually level Kreia this time because I want her to get a heal. If she doesn't already, I want her to have a heal. Skills. She's got treat injury, awareness, and repair, and stealth. Just max out her awareness here if we can. Feats. I don't really care what feat she gets. Maybe some saving throws. Conditioning. Weapon proficiency, lightsaber, weapon focus. Eventually, she'll have a lightsaber. Jedi defense. Let's do that. Let's give her some Jedi defense. What I really want to do is make sure she's got a heal. So this is why I manually leveled her this time. Because for whatever reason, she didn't get a heal when she auto-leveled last time. Now we've got 2 Jedi heals, 2 Force heals in the party. And how about a battle meditation? Because that's for all party members. So if I have Kreia do a battle meditation, it gives everybody +2 to attack rolls, damage, will saves. So there we go. Well, I think it'll be sweet. Playing as Trevor on New Year's will be...
What is it?
Good, crazy fun. I look forward to it. What was down this way? Before we take the turbo lift, I can't remember what goes where. What was down this way? Look at how much bigger these old school maps are. Compared to the games we have now with these fairly linear maps, you can just get lost on this ship. You can go in circles, take optional branches. They just don't make games like this anymore.
More where that came from. Time to even the odds.
Fallen.
More where that came from. More where that came from.
Oh, night mustaches. Have a great night. Before your mustache falls off, get some sleep. Get some sleep. Catch you on the flip side. Utility droid. This droid appears deactivated. Unlike the others, this protocol droid appears to have been purposefully sabotaged. Credits and a droid maintenance data pad. Droid maintenance log. I don't know whether this new HK-50 droid is a gift or a curse. After the destruction of the previous protocol droid when it accidentally activated that frag mine, the HK has stepped into its place without a hitch. The problem is, it doesn't take commands very well, and most of the time I have no idea where it's been. There have been reports it's been sighted in the crew quarters, with the captain, in maintenance, even in the med lab of all places. And when I ask the droid about it, it gives me a smart mouth response about facilitating communications. I don't know who commissioned these HK models, but I don't like them. So these are the deactivated utility droids. And where did that turbo lift go? Do I have to go back to the turbo lift? Yeah, I think I have to go back to the turbo lift. For speed, away! IO Silver! They'll run in at force speed.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Would you stop saying that? Your bad feeling is going to be replaced by blinding pain if you don't be quiet. What's wrong?
Don't you feel it? Something's gonna get real wrong real quick.
We'll have to be careful then. We have to keep moving. How do you know that, Atton?
You don't survive on the rim as long as I have without knowing when trouble's coming.
Cowardly intuition.
All right, but don't say I didn't warn you. Trust me, when it comes to staying alive, I'm rarely wrong about these things.
Atton has the special ability to sense anything that places him at risk. When he gets a bad feeling, it's recommended that you save your game. Did you see that last prompt? Influence lost. Atton. Actually, yeah, we just shut down a little bit of dialogue options with Atton. It's not a permanent thing necessarily. You get your influence up and down and up and down. But the idea that we want influence with our companions generally to go up and not down, you have to keep that in mind. They respect different things. So we gotta keep that in mind. Harbinger crew quarters. Look at that mug.
For the Jedi.
This battle is mine alone. I am not defenseless.
Where'd she get the vibroblade from? She just pulled a vibroblade out of her
He cannot
arse.
kill what he cannot see, and power has blinded him long ago. Run. I shall be along shortly.
What is it? Why are we stopping?
I was gonna ask you about Kreia running off and what you thought of it, Atton, but you don't seem to care. So the mini-map kind of shows me where I haven't been in terms of areas of the mini-map that are grayed out. I need to pay a little more attention to that. It'll help me navigate the areas I'm unfamiliar with or just don't remember where to go. Interface band. Let's see if I have any new headgear I can wear. Right now we've got +1 awareness and 5 resist versus Sonic. We could have will saves, not usable by Wookiees, breath mask, immunity to poison, wisdom +1, Sonic nullifiers, 10 resist versus Sonic, or the interface band. 5 resist versus Sonic, +2 computer use, +2 demolitions, +2 security. That thing is awesome. And it looks actually looks a little less silly than the others. The wraparound kind of helps. When you've got these floating things on the side of your head, that always bugs me. At least when there's a wraparound piece, it looks, something about it looks more correct. That plays into some of my class skills. That's great. And an extra vibroblade. But take a look at this. If I wanted to, I could start dual wielding right now. However, this vibroblade... Oh, I take it back. Vibroblades are balanced. Vibroblades are balanced. So, that's perfect. That's perfect. It's time to start dual wielding. Start now. What do I have in my main hand? I had a vibro cutter. Vibro cutter 1 to 10. It's also balanced. Critical threat 19 to 20 and a ×2 crit. The blade is 19 to 20 with is basically same stats. All right. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Engine maintenance console. Reroute the maintenance control system. Slice the maintenance control system. So sometimes you'll get this on a computer. You'll have a couple options. If you have repair skill, you'll have a way to do it. You have a computer skill, you'll have a different way to do it. In this case, neither my repair skill nor my computer skill is that good. Repair parts, I have slightly more repair parts, so we'll go ahead and do that. Open the maintenance doors to the ion engines. Is that the door over here, maybe? Yes. If you press X, does it still do the weapon animation? Oh, I don't know about that, but you just, Third Street Saints, you just, oh, that's kick ass. I don't know why Atten didn't follow. Was I on, I guess I was on solo mode. At some point, I switched to solo mode. Or was it just a bug? Atten's not following. Come on, Atten, come on. Pressing X apparently is what I've been looking for a while. It's my hotkey to switch between party members.
I hear.
That's
say the word.
Awesome. But it does not make you do your weapon flourish. I think it had to do from equipping a different weapon. Crash. Jay, so this is an old game you're playing? Are you not playing Battlefront? If not, why? Well, for one thing, they're completely unrelated games. They have Star Wars in common, but Battlefront is a competitive multiplayer shooter, and this is a classic role-playing game. D20 turn-based role-playing game. So the relation between them is minimal. They have Star Wars in common, but they are completely different games. This is more of a Star Wars game, in my opinion, than a competitive multiplayer shooter, even if it's as gorgeous as Battlefront. Not a huge fan of shooters. When it comes down to it, this is one of the best Star Wars games ever made, and there's probably a good dozen that are in that best Star Wars games ever made category. But this is an old game. Knights of the Old Republic 1 is classic, with one of the most epic plot twists in the Star Wars universe. And then this is a very muddied follow-up to it. It's an exceptional game with deep characters and a lot of analysis of the Force, light side, dark side, the gray area in between. What does it mean to be a fallen Jedi? The integrity of the Jedi Council. So the new game is like Destiny or Call of Duty. Yep, pretty much. Battlefront is more like that, and this is more about the story and the characters. Or you could say that there is hardly any story in Battlefront, and this is all about the story. Harbinger, ion engine control. System operating at minimal efficiency. Activate engine maintenance procedure. So Crash, I can't recall if we've talked much about pen and paper. I don't know if you've ever played any D20 or older pen and paper games, but that's really what this is. It's Star Wars pen and paper turned into an excellent video game. Did Atton say anything? I didn't hear any dialogue from him. Atton didn't say anything. He's probably complaining about our going into the engine compartment. The past few hours have been crazy in case you were sleeping. Now keep moving. Where did his dialogue go? As long as all the dialogue isn't disappeared.
The failure is yours. No longer do your whispers crawl within my skull. No longer do I suffer beneath teachings that weaken us. And now you run in search of the Jedi. They are all dead, save one. And one broken Jedi cannot stop the darkness that is to come.
Perhaps we shall see.
Just like that, Kreia loses her hand.
What's wrong? Are you all right? Damn it, hold on. It's only a little farther. Don't give up on me now. What happened to you?
He got his voice back. Good. Atton got his voice back. My hand. It felt like it was being dipped in molten carbonite. Kreia, I think she was wounded. Badly.
Huh? How do you know that?
I think it was through the Force.
Look, if she's in pain, then that pain's buying us time we can't afford to waste. Especially if Sleeps with Vibroblades gets tired of playing with her and decides to use us for practice next.
That's his nickname for the Sith Lord we just met. Sleeps with Vibroblades. He got an attachment for his Bluetooth headset. Yeah, it's a different one. It's the new model. All right, let's go. Hey, look who it is. It's our buddy T3.
It's a utility droid. Looks like it's been hit with an ion charge and dumped here.
I know, we ran into the protocol droid earlier. He attacked us too. How did you survive? Don't blame yourself. If you hadn't gotten us out of that administration level, we'd never have made it this far. Come on then, we have to hurry. E3 has joined your party. He has the ability to make programming spikes on demand and can also upgrade items if asked. So as with our companions most of the time, I want T3 to auto level. I don't want to worry too much about him. He's got dexterity, constitution, and intelligence. Now he has more of those things. Concealed stash. We saw this on a camera. Repair kit and Hangar 25 control conduit. This is the conduit we need to open the hangar door towards the Ebon Hawk. We're getting close to getting off of this tutorial level. Even though it's not the official, the prologue was the tutorial proper, but still. This is pretty much a tutorial as well. My skill is still too low to reclaim some of these mines. At least I can disarm them.
Time to even the... Where that came from? Let's settle this.
Where did that come from? Who did what? Somebody farted. Come on, own up to it. Who farted?
Time to eat.
No, ow, crap, what have I done? I just placed a mine. Watch out, Atten. I was on the wrong bar there. I was gonna go back here and loot. That's what I really wanted to do. They can keep fighting. Hello. Glass hole Jedi. Sonic grenade. The running in this game is so good. You like? You like?
More where that came from.
Now, what about this mine I accidentally set? I want it back. Let me take my mine back. I wish I ran like that in real life. Do you? Are you sure? Are you sure about that? Sys-Tech, I think it was a cardio regulator. Whatever that does. No, the mine wasn't disabled yet. Damn it, I went in too soon. That was cool. Now I'm hurting. You guys attack. You guys attack. So your force bar regenerates on its own, but not very quickly, and I don't have a lot of force points yet, so I could not, for example, cast a speed or a heal. I might be regenerating health, but it would be better to cast a heal, and I can't right now. Actually, Rummy, I mean, chat's been pretty quiet, and I kind of expect chat to be quiet for this game, in large part. There's a lot of listening to in-game dialogue. Shut down the emergency field to the exit ramp. No custom charges detected. Success. As long as everyone's having a good time. You're all welcome to be quiet. But I insist you have a good time. That's an order. You guys, you're fighting the wrong guys. Come on, get over here. T3's almost down. I'm just gonna let it happen.
More where that came from.
I could go and repair. One of your party members is down. Party members who go down in combat will be revived at the end of the battle. If your entire party goes down, the game is over. But as we were told, what happened to Atten not... Didn't we see something on a loading screen about Atten not being able to, he wouldn't go down unless he was the last party member? Atten and T3 are both down. That's alright. We'll finish this.
More where that came from.
And there he goes. So now they're back up. Injured, but back up. Miss any loot? And what's where? This is where T3 was when he got blown to pieces. He was working on the fuel control station. And where else? Let's see. A force field is still set over that way. And we just came up from here. Piragus Docking Bay. We're out of here. Well, almost. We're not out of here quite yet. Yeah. Oh, I should have healed my... Look at everyone. Everyone's kind of hurting. Let's see. How about a repair kit? Oh, range. That's fine, but that's not what I was looking for. Where's my repair kit? Repair kit. Repair kit is like a med pack for a droid. So we're going to have him use a repair kit. Atten can use a med kit. Heal yourself up. And I'll just dive in. Dive in with a little burst of speed.
I hear you.
Atten is really hurting. Atten, come on. Why don't... Atten, please. Why don't you... Oh, I queued up the wrong thing for Atten. Come on now. Come on now. Med pack. Med pack.
Just say the word.
There we go.
More where that came from.
Entrobot is the local love doctor. That's a new one. I've never heard anyone call Entrobot a love doctor.
More where that came from.
What about that repair module? I think I got an auto repair module that I bet T3 could use this. We also have armor for him. Let's give him a defense bonus of 4. Droid modular plating. Droid upgrade slot. Bonus feat. Droid upgrade class 2. This module reprograms a droid systems to allow upgrades that normally would be too advanced for the droid to handle. Droid self-sustaining unit. Regen 3. So T3 is about to get a lot more powerful here. There's even more. Let's see. T3. Take this droid machine interface and the repair skill goes up by 4. About Atten. Atten have... His rib jacket is defense bonus 4 and some saves. His light combat suit, if we put him in this... Oh, he could even wear the heavy combat suit. 5 defense bonus, 4 max dex. Definitely putting Atten in that. So he's now dual wielding and slightly more armored. Droid's got regen. And we're back here. And now we've got the conduit that we need. The droid didn't actually beep, but that's what it says. Beep, beep. What? The console? Why is this not voiced? It's possible that some of these bits that sound like they should be voiced are restored content that didn't have voice dialogue. Most of the restored content does have voice dialogue. Most of the stuff that was put back in was already recorded. The animations were recorded, were programmed, and the voices and script were all done. They just weren't integrated. But this is either tiny bug or it's just unvoiced dialogue that was restored. Anyways, what is that piece of junk saying? He said he can open the door to the hangar. He just needs access to access the hangar terminal up on the platform. How can you even understand that noise? I served with a lot of utility droids in the, well, many years ago. Hangar bay doors. You need to open this door by slicing the hangar terminal on the platform above. Replace hangar conduit, control power conduit to open the door. There we go. I think I did that by accident. I mean, I ran into that S7, breaking a wild horse. Or maybe it was somebody else's horse I stole, not a wild horse. That's probably what I'm thinking of. Oop, wrong one. Start with this guy. Ow! Flamethrower, ow! Time for a force heal. Oh, and I leveled up mid-combat, so I can get a free heal out of that level. If I get in trouble in the next 30 seconds, free heal. All right, Eva. Eva's switching to iPad. See you in a minute. Hey, D-Piece, how you doing? Oh, I said I was gonna pay attention, didn't I? Hey, thank you for saying that. This is a nice, I think it's a nice casual cast. One way to put it. It's certainly not a hardcore game. Security failure. Try again. Ow. Ow. Alright, still fighting. Let's go ahead and take that level up. Skills, max persuasion. We'll keep our security up. Now we've got max persuasion and max security. We should have an extra point. Starting the next level, we should be able to max persuasion, security, and start to work on something else. Beats. Let's pick up our lightsaber finesse. Or maybe some regen. Still gonna be a little while till we get lightsaber. Regenerate vitality points. Regenerate force points. Or finesse for lightsabers. Let's go with the regen. We can use it immediately. Force points. Let's go with regen force points. Where did that go? In here somewhere. Regenerate force points. Yeah, Canadians. Dual-wielding katanas.
I have detected a signal embedded in the static.
Welcome. Those machines. Thanks for the follow. Welcome, welcome. You a Star Wars fan or a Knights of the Old Republic fan in particular? Got our first rank heals.
I have detected a signal embedded in the static.
Margaretto, thank you for the follow as well. Welcome, Margaretto. Go with. Would you prefer to be called Margaret or Margaretto? Or something else? Disabled droid. Well, there's a lot of droids in KotOR 2. And having disabled droid, ranking up the stun for droids separate from the stun for humanoids is very helpful. Why is it weird, Rummy? Why is it weird? Or you don't see the messages in chat. Do you not see the messages in chat? The family grows larger.
Welcome, everyone. Yes.
There's my green screening Yoda.
Hello, everyone.
It's like, ow, chair. Like someone subbing to a channel. Hey, I've done that, Canadians. I used to follow channels when they were offline more often than when they were online, because I would feel like if I didn't want to speak up in chat, if I didn't want to say hi to everyone, but I still wanted to follow the channel, I would feel weird following when a channel was live, as if I had some obligation to say something. No one does. No one does. I've even done it with subs. I've subbed to a channel when they were offline. And you know the messages pop up in chat, and the regulars who are hanging out in chat even when it's offline, they're probably like, who the hell is this guy subbing when it's offline? Let Yoda play. Anyways, I've been there, done that. Certainly doesn't seem weird to me. In fact, it kind of, yeah, I find it flattering now that there would be any follows coming in when the stream is offline. It's super cool. It means people are enjoying what they see. They like hanging out even if they don't feel like speaking up. And they're thinking about it even when I'm not streaming. Super cool. Super cool. Ungard, how you doing today? Let Yoda play. Let Yoda play. You just meant the update is late? Well, then my response was out of place. I am pretty good. Excellent. I'm excellent. Hungard, I'm having a blast. And the Paragas mining facility is obviously not the most interesting part of the game. We're just we're almost done with the tutorial, if you will. I don't know what to say, Rummy, other than that it seems perfectly normal to me. Twitch is weird. This is part of why I don't keep any list up. For a while there, when I was using that Chatty, that Java chat app, which did have a list of people who were chatting or watching and had viewer counts. You know how distracting that shit is? God, to be honest, I hate seeing the list. I don't want to see the list of names. I don't want to know who is and isn't here. That's, you know, if you're chatting, you're chatting. It's all good. Repair, reroute the main console system, 4 parts. Slice, 3 spikes. I don't have 3 spikes. I do have 4 parts. Access the remote camera controls. There's the decontamination chamber. Definitely don't have 8 spikes for the decontamination system. Destroy the console to open the decontamination door. Failure. Decontamination procedure still in effect. I guess we'll have to destroy the console after all. Yeah, the list is distracting and largely irrelevant. Now, we are poisoned. You're now poisoned, but there is a breath mask I can put on, which will grant me immunity. Don't know how that works, considering I'm already poisoned, but... It's like the poison is still ticking, even though I put on the breath mask. It's interesting. Yeah, there's that stuff too, as Doc points out. There are ways to deliberately not show up in chat, even if you're there. D-Piece, I have not heard about that. I have not heard anything about an open world Star Wars RPG in the works. Except there was one called Star Wars Galaxies. Well, I still consider myself one of the ultimate lurkers. And really, when I'm lurking, you probably won't know I'm there. I'm also very bad about when I'm watching other streams, which is I don't have enough time for anymore, but I'm often doing 3 or 4 things, and I feel like if I speak up in chat when I'm doing a bunch of other things, I'm gonna be an awful chatter. I'm gonna say hi, and then somebody's gonna say something in response, and I won't even be there to respond. So sometimes I'll just lurk. I'll just lurk and never say hello, because it makes me feel somewhat obligated to continue a conversation, and I might not be able to. What? What? Anonymous love. You know, sometimes there's nothing like getting a little bit of strange, a little bit of anonymous love. Holy shit. This is a fantastic stream, so shut up and take my money. Oh my god. Anonymous love for the win. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Holy shit. Anonymous love for the win. Whoa, whoa, and wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
An incredible amount of love you have shown. Yes.
It's too bad I can't really do a Yoda voice. That would be much better. And he does kind of green screen out. That's too bad too. Thank you. Don't know what to say. That is epic. That is epic. Thank you so much. Yeah, everybody return the anonymous love, please. That's you guys are awesome. You guys are all awesome. Yoda gets his spa treatment. He needs it. Yeah, he does. Have you seen? He doesn't have much hair left. Yoda's got he's got 2 little wisps of hair on each side. Poor Yoda. Poor Yoda. He's old, okay? He's like 900 years old. Droid impact armor. Alright, guess what? It's time to leave the Paragus facility. This is the loading ramp to the Ebon Hawk. Once aboard, you'll be leaving the mining facility for good. Let's go. 900 years young. There you go. Whoa, hold on now. Buttons? Buttons, please. Buttons, please. I forget all about this. Turrets! Oh, I love my turrets. Damn, that's loud. Is he trying to board? They're trying to board. You will not board my ship. Or you will. I guess they will board the ship. Ah! Sith! I think I just skipped a mini cutscene because I was button spamming. Suddenly Sith troopers. Whoa. Whoa. Well, that escalated quickly. One of these was loaded with mods. That was the one. The interface band was loaded with mods. Let's level everybody up. Auto level up our companions. This is what happens when your troopers undergo no training at all. Yeah, Dr. P. They funnel in. Someone's firing a turret and they just run into the line of fire. This is their exceptional training. Atten, you got anything to say?
What is it? Why are we stopping?
Never mind. Never mind, Atten. We'll talk later. We can use the Galaxy computer and head out. I want to, let's run through the ship real quick. Security system, we can kind of... Once we have people aboard our ship, we can kind of spy on them from the security cameras. But they did board. The assault troopers boarded. All Sith assault troopers defeated. There was one guy. One guy. Kreia, where did you come from? Kreia, your hand, what happened?
There is no time. We must leave.